Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Holly. Today I'm going to be planning for the week of November 26th in my Erin Condren planner, and I'm actually going to be doing this as a memory spread, and you're probably seeing this a little bit late. I'm super behind on my memory videos, but I do really enjoy doing these because I just really like having a filled-in planner, and honestly, this is my version of scrapbooking. Like, I don't have to take the time to cut out, you know, pictures and do all that sort of stuff, so I like to do it with stickers. So I have a gorgeous kit here from Scribble Prints Co, and it's this stunning kind of decoration-y theme, which is perfect because we did do our decorations this week, and I just love these colors, and I think it's so pretty. I do have the mini kit, by the way, and there's a lot of really gorgeous stuff. And I remember Andrea saying in her new release video that like any of her foils would look nice with this. So I was so torn on what foil color to use. I'm kind of tempted to do mixed metals. I had like pulled out all my gold stuff from Andrea and was debating just doing gold. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe I should try to do mixed metals because that would let me, the silver from Andrea kind of matches silver from other shops. But the gold, her gold is much warmer. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but it's much more warm than like a lot of the yellow tone golds that other shops use. So I'm very torn. I do have this washi that has some silver and gold. I could kind of use that as inspo. I don't know, guys. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm feeling very anxious. I'm gonna do this as a talk over, so we will see me figure this all out in real time. Okay guys, so I'm going ahead and getting started with the Scribble Prints Co kit bottom washi. This bottom washing was so stunning that it was like worth obviously not cutting it down because also it kind of makes like a scene, so trimming it wouldn't really make sense. And I'm going to do kind of all the basic stuff, but instead of just kind of rambling over top of that, I went ahead and asked for some questions on Instagram, and I'm going to screenshot those and save them for future voiceovers as well when I don't have much to talk about. So thank you for that. And I like literally I'm just going to answer the first one I got because I was like, oh, quick, because I really wanted to record this voiceover, and I started it and realized I had nothing to talk about. So thank you, Alyssa, Anagram Plans, who I think would be like my bestie in real life if she lived here because we message a lot, and she's just fabulous and also likes beer and has a beautiful brindle dog. And anyways, Alyssa, you're the best. So anyways, she asked me, how do I unwind after like a long day at work? And I think that's a really fun question, and a variety of things. So obviously like on a particularly tough day, like a glass of wine or a nice beer is definitely always welcome. If I had like a day that like I am irritated by, I often want to vent. So it depends on the kind of day. Like if I had an exhausting day where I was just in meetings and I'm just like mentally tired because I'm like an introvert and meetings are hard, I end up feeling more like I just kind of want to like sit and stare at my computer for a while. But if I had like an annoying day or I'm mad about something, like I want to vent for a while, which people actually say is not that helpful. So, but then I'll like spend the time talking to Dan about that. And then to actually unwind, like right now, both Dan and I we're watching Game of Thrones for the first time, which you will see in this spread. And it is like, it's so good. So we're definitely like, that is our key, like leisure time activity, I would say. But in general, my favorite way to like just decompress is like, I am definitely an internet person. Like I sit and watch like, either YouTube or I'll just read dumb shit. Like I find just like sitting on the couch with Sarita snuggled up next to me and like reading the internet to be very relaxing. I'm going to interrupt this to talk about the overlays. So in the top corner, I did one from Scribble Prints Co. And then over top of that one on Tuesday, that is a Miriam Bright one from SADIE Stickers. That's actually silver foil, so I am going for the mixed metals. And then on Saturday, I used one from Rose Colored Days on that sheet that had a tree, and like the outline, it wasn't meant to go with this kit, but it was kind of close enough that I was like, you know what, that works. And it was silver foil, so I cut it down a little bit so it would be centered correctly over the tree, and I did that. And then I did one that had like branches from the top and bottom, kind of similar to the Friday box on Friday. And then I'm doing some more corners, kind of gold one. I think that's from Scribble Prints Co. on Thursday. So lots of foil because I just kind of wanted to bring in both. Oh, and then I'm going to add some corners from Scribble Prints Co. as well. So yeah, I am totally an internet person. Like, I like the idea of being a person that does more, you know, virtuous hobbies to wind down, like working on my puzzle or coloring or anything like that. But like, if I'm being totally honest with myself, I just read the internet. And then I do really like to, I find that taking a bath really helps me calm down for like actually sleeping. Like, it's not really how I wind down at the end of a work day, but it is how I wind down for sleep. So if I take a bath, I haven't been as good about taking them lately, but I took one the other week and I was like, oh, this made me so like, it just makes you so like warm and cozy and sleepy, you know, especially in the cold months. So baths are definitely like key for me to wind down for sleep, as is lately Dan and I have definitely had a tea habit. So like, Dan's always a tea drinker. I really prefer coffee for like my caffeine, but like an herbal tea at the end of the night, like a nice hot cup of that with like a little chocolate, that is a nice little way to also kind of do some, I want to try some sleepy time teas because I think those are supposed to like also help with sleep. And then right before bed, I read like whenever I do, but sometimes I get a little too wound up doing that. So I need to be like, self-aware enough to know if the book I'm reading is like good for that, or if I should browse a magazine instead. Because like, if I reach like, if it's like a book where you're like wondering what happens in the end and I'm at like, you know, 75%, it is very hard for me to put it down. So it might make more sense to just like flip through like a Real Simple or something, which is a magazine I like. So yeah, I feel like I talked very fast and I still have a lot of headers to do. So, by the way, I did also, on top of the full boxes, use the 5mm washi from Simply Gilded. I am loving that lately for, to use as headers on top of the full boxes because it's a little bit thinner. So you don't have to, like, you can line things up with the top of the box in the neutral planner. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think you can kind of see what I mean. So like, when I actually lay the washi down, it covers up the full boxes just a little bit. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in hearing how you guys wind down for work. I definitely, as an introvert, unless, like I said, unless I'm like mad, like I do prefer to kind of like wind down on my own. But my husband works from home, so often like I get home and he's like ready to tell me things and I'm like, oh, I'm tired. But luckily I have the metro. I find the metro ride really helps me kind of like if I have a good metro ride, like I get a seat and I read, then I can come home and be like ready to be a person. Whereas if I'm like on the metro and like I don't get a seat, I'm like standing the whole time and people are irritating me, it makes me more irritated by the time I get home. I am whiting out the dates since these date covers were pretty light. I have the whiteout I use linked below. It's a pretty good one from Amazon. And then I'm grabbing these numbers from Scribble Prints Co. Oh, I feel like you can barely see the date covers here, but you can see them a little bit better in person. And I'm using the gold foil numbers from Scribble Prints Co. These sheets that she sells are pretty affordable. All her foil is pretty affordable because she doesn't do it in-house. By the way, if you can hear snoring, as per usual, it is Sarita, of course. She is bundled up next to me. She's so sweet. So yeah, I am putting the date covers down there, and just since they were transparent, I whited it out. And yeah, so I did end up doing mixed metals for this spread, as you probably already gleaned. I tried not to overthink it, and I actually am pretty happy with how it turned out, as you will see when I finish it. And you can see here, I tried to do it without the whiteout. I don't know if you can see it, but I could see it in person. So I am going through with those numbers. Oh, and the other thing I did that I don't end up doing on camera, but I will show you on Instagram, is that along the top, I ended up taking some of the tiny, like in this kit, there's like little tiny ornament deco, and I ended up sprinkling it all along the top. And then over top of that, I put little transparent bows and stars, and it looks really, really cute, and kind of did some of the mixed metal effect up top. So I'll post a close-up of that on Instagram when I post a picture of this spread, so you can see that a little bit better, because I was very proud of that. And then in the sidebar, I did go ahead and add that Simply Gilded washi I showed in the first place, that is like pink with silver and gold, and kind of was the inspo for this whole spread. And then I added a habit tracker, and since this is a memory spread, I use the habit tracker to like track when I post on Instagram, since I am trying to do it more but failing miserably. Oh my God, do you hear the snoring? She's too much. And then I added another habit tracker. I think I used one for
bed on time as well, which I kind of track through my Fitbit. And here I am laying down this gorgeous plaid washi from Simply Gilded. I also thought that went beautifully with the spread, with the pink and the gray and the gold. It matches so well. And then the weekly ombre I use to track how many steps I do each day. So I do have a Fitbit tracker, and I try to hit 10,000 each day. So I use the weekly list for that. And I'm just going to use the This Week header in the mini kit. And then I wanted to add some more of that pink down below, since it kind of was the impetus for this whole mixed metals thing. But it was a little bit too much space, so I'm adding just a sliver of the 5mm washi down there to fill in some space, and then putting the rest of that washi there. I really like that confetti washi. I saw she's coming out with it in some other colorways, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, now I'm ready to go ahead and dive into this spread. So on Monday morning, like I seemingly always do lately, I went to yoga. So I'm taking a little silver workout sticker, or gym day sticker rather, from Simply Watercolor Co. And then that yoga girl is from Virgo and Paper. And then I really didn't write down much for that Monday. So I am filling in some space with just the 10mm version of that really pretty plaid Simply Gilded washi. I just love this washi too, and I wanted to incorporate it a little bit more. So pulled that in there. And then on Monday night, I needed to, well, what did I put down first? Oh, first up, it was Dan made us pizza. Dan has a pizza oven, so elaborate, but he actually really uses it more than you'd think. So use the fork and knife sticker from a Scribble Prints Co. icon sheet for that. And then I had to pack some Happy Mail from my D-Stash account, which is listed below, I believe. In the description bar, and I had some D-Stash stuff to send out. Say that 5 times fast. So that is a little envelope sticker from Fox and Pip. And then at the bottom, I think I uploaded a video. I think that's what the label is for. Oh no, I just marked down unwinding because I lit a candle and just kind of like chilled in my office. And that unwind sticker is from Peach Palm. And then on to Tuesday, I am taking a quarter box at the top of the day there to mark down doing like a workout at home. It was pretty low key. And like I kind of use like some old BBG, if you know what that is, the Kyla Senes. I forget how to say her name, but I don't have the app or anything, but I have some like an old PDF or some of her older workouts. So I took another workout sticker from Simply Watercolor Co. and then a kettlebell sticker, which is from my collab sheet with Simply Watercolor Co., both in silver foil. And then I did hit up Starbucks that morning, so I am taking a coffee run sticker from Scribble Prints Co. And a little coffee mug from Fox and Pip. And that coffee time sticker is in J. Crew's lettering, which is stunning, and it's gold foil, which you can't really see because the light is shitty, but I like that. Oh, I'm lifting something. What am I doing? Oh, I'm gonna move it down, and then I am going to add a little bit of filler in there. I have these little squiggles from Rose Colored Days, and they're collab with Jasenia. So freaking cute. I love that, with the little bow, and that is in silver foil. And then that night I went to the post office to mail all that stuff I had packed the night before, and that post office sticker is from Planning World. So freaking cute. I love those stickers. And then I used a half box from Simply Watercolor Co. that has a little strip of kind of bow washi in the corner, and a little laptop sticker from Scribble Prints Co. to mark down working on some editing. And then on to Wednesday, I went to yoga again that morning. My favorite yoga teacher teaches on Wednesday, so I always try to go then. Monday, Wednesday, and ideally Thursday if I can. Those are kind of like my favorite mornings to go, just based on the teacher, because I am crazy and care way too much about who's teaching the class. I mean, although honestly, like, the teacher's half of it, you know? If you just want to go to do yoga, I could just do that at home. So the teacher is very important to me. And then I'm taking a gym day sticker at the top, and then another yoga girl again from that same sheet by Virgo and Paper. It's her like neutral tone yoga girls, and they match this kit really well. And then I'm taking this like 1/3 box that was from the kit, and I am forgetting to write down before I put things next to the coil. And oh no, I didn't need to, because I used the little script, or not really, I don't know what to call these J. Crew stickers. They're not scripts because script implies cursive, but they're J. Crew's font, let's call it, that says pizza night because Dan made pizza again, and I used just a little circle icon from the kit from that. That's kind of hard to see. And then here I am writing stuff in as I go for Wednesday because it is hard to write next to the coil. And that night we watched a good amount of Game of Thrones, so I took a little Fox and Pip kind of TV sticker for that. And then after we finished our episode, we trimmed our tree. I already pretty much had the rest of the house decorated. Oh no, wait, sorry, I'm getting things out of order. First up, this was the night I decorated the house, and then later in the week we're going to trim the tree. So that Decorate the House sticker is foiled. It's just kind of hard to tell, and it is from Hello Petite Paper. And then I was trying to lay this washi in, but I think I decided it looked a little cramped, so I ended up peeling it up because it was just a little tight in there. And then instead, I am going to grab a squiggle from Rose Colored Days, and it's her collab with Nikki Plans. I love that freaking squiggle. It's such a good filler. And then on to Thursday. So Thursday, I am taking a little flag with an icon to mark down that I went to get coffee again that morning. Definitely having a little bit of like a Starbucks lifestyle choice right now. I don't know why I've been going. I just feel like I've been going more lately, but I've just been really enjoying it. What can I say? And that icon is from Scribble Prints Co. And then I'm taking one of these 1/3 boxes, which I think are so cute, and marking down that I sent out 4 Good Things, which is my like lifestyle newsletter that day. And I just write about like whatever I'm interested in for the week. It's just like a nice writing exercise for me. And that work sticker with the laptop is from Planning World. And that's like a whole sheet of like working related icons. That's really cute. And then I am taking a half box to mark down, what did I have that night? That bow. I'm going to have to look. I have like a picture of my spread on my phone up here. Let's see. What did we do that night? And that bow, by the way, is from Scribble Prints Co. Oh, that was the night I went to the White House. I talked about that in my B6 Plan With Me. It was basically my friend works in the administration. She's a civil servant, so she doesn't actually work for the administration. But she's a kind of like just a career person. So she every year can bring people to the White House. And I was kind of torn about going, but we went. And so I marked that down. And then afterward, we went out and got drinks. So I used that little drinks sticker from Planning World. And then on to Friday, I marked down my workout. I did another kind of at-home workout in the morning. So I marked it with that same kettlebell icon from Simply Watercolor Co. And then after work, I had a nail appointment, and that nail appointment script is from the Nikki's Plans sampler from Rose Colored Days, which is like my favorite sampler in the history of samplers. And that nail polish is from Fox and Pip. I really like those little nail polishes. And then after that, even though I kind of was running late, the nails took way longer than I expected. But they have lasted like 2.5 weeks so far, so I guess I shouldn't be too mad. But then we went that night to get groceries at Wegmans. So use the giant little shopping cart sticker because that's kind of like what it's like when we go to Wegmans. And the grocery run is another one of those J. Crew font stickers. And then when we got home, honestly, I just like was totally lazy on the couch. Going back to the start of this video, I was just unwinding and like reading. Like I just like to watch YouTube, read dumb articles. Like I don't even know what I do, but it's always on my laptop weirdly. Like I do sometimes get sucked into my phone and Instagram, but I'm much more like I think this kind of makes me old. I'm much more of a laptop person than a tablet or a phone person. Like whereas talking to one of my the people I mentor at work who's like probably 5 or 6 years younger than me, and she was saying like I haven't opened my laptop in weeks. She's like, I'm like, well, how do you write emails? And she's like, I don't write emails like except for work. And then she just uses her work laptop. I was like, that's so strange. So anyway, on Friday, I used one of those little Fox and Pip like girls holding a cup of tea, just to kind of represent being snuggly and lazy on the couch. And then on to Saturday. I took Sarita out for her long weekend walk. If the weather's decent, I try to get her out for at least like one 45-minute walk a weekend. We typically do like Dan and I each do like 20 to 25 minutes with her a day, but it's nice to get her out for a little bit longer when we have time on the weekend. And then I kind of worked backwards on Saturday just to make sure I had room to fit everything. So that night we attended an ugly sweater party. So I put the attend holiday party sticker there from the J. Crew kind of Christmas bucket list. And then before that, I put a planner from Scribble Prints Co. as well to mark down planning and filming. And then that morning, I think Dan and I did some like life admin stuff on the computer. So I just marked that down with a little laptop from Scribble Prints Co. And then I put in one of those little collab stickers between Rose Colored Days and Planner Sophisticate, just to like segment it off, and that just looks so cute. And then on to Sunday, I took another one of those 1/3 boxes, which I am obsessed with. Andrea, please never get rid of those. I really think they're the perfect size, to mark down going to yoga again on Sunday. And then that day was kind of like usual Sunday stuff. So I'm going to try to squeeze everything in, kind of, I'm going to use that little thing to mark down watching the Bills game, but I'm going to kind of shift some stuff around here. So first up, I'm going to add, what is that car sticker for? Let's look back at my, the photo's not showing us. Hold on. Here we go. The car sticker is, I ran errands. I don't know what I mean by run errands, but that's what I wrote down. And then, I did have to go to like the dry cleaner and stuff. That's what I did. And then I used the little thing to mark down the Bills game. And then that night, as I mentioned earlier, we decorated our tree. So I took that font sticker from Scribble Prints Co. And J. Crew again. It was on their Christmas bucket list or holiday bucket list sheet. And then I am going to put down meal prep as well. So I'm looking for the perfect Fox and Pip girl. I am going to use one that looks kind of like a little baking girl, which I didn't really bake, but you know what? It's kind of like cooking in general. And those could be like, sweet potatoes or something on that sheet pan. We don't know. Maybe they're really fat sweet potatoes. And that meal prep sticker is again from Scribble Prints Co. and J. Crew. And then I'm just going to squeeze in that little thing that has been placed down like 87 times, but has not found a home yet for the football game. So that is pretty much it for this spread. I'm going to go ahead and open it up and show you that beautiful shift. I decided that it wasn't quite sparkly enough. I know, guys, I know. I just went all out with this spread. It deserved it. And so I'm using the gold headers from Scribble Prints Co. on the pink. And then I'm also going to use, so the gold ones have like kind of little stars on them. And then the silver, I think, is just like little kind of glitter flecks. So I'm going through and adding the gold on the pink, and then I'm going to add the silver on that really pretty gray taupey color. And then that is pretty much it for this spread. Thank goodness, because I'm sure everybody, can you guys hear Sarita? Do you hear her? So anyways, you're welcome for your weekly dose of dog snoring. No, I'm kidding. I feel like it's been a while since Sarita made a snoring appearance in a video, so she's back in her full form. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I thought this was such a pretty spread to mark the start of the holiday season and getting my house decorated and all of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Thank you for watching, which I already said, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.